first step in meditation is get comfortable. It doesn't have to look like me. You can totally be like this. You can lay out if you want to. But let's go ahead and close your eyes again and reclaim our breathing. Reclaim attention to our entire body. Find that power within. Find the essence of your body. So again, attention away from your mind. Let's be less mind-derived. And the only way to do that is to be fully present. Again, realize that you are in this room right now with us. It's 5:17 in the morning on a Monday. You are at 360 in the soul room. Let that be enough for you. Breathe into this space with the rest of us. Stay with us in this space with the rest of us. Allow your moments to be complete and be friendly with the present moment, the way that it is. Now, I want you to time travel. I want you to think 10 years down the line. Go ahead and do the math. And I want you to see yourself. I want you to see yourself 10 years down the line. What do you see? Be aware of that. Where are you? Are you indoors? Are you outdoors? If you're indoors, are you at your home, at your place of work? Are you at the grocery store? Bring as much detail to what you see 10 years down the line. Who's surrounding you? Or are you alone? Are you happy? Are you mediocre? Melancholy, rather? Or something else? What are you wearing? What do you have on? Is it the best of the best, something that you may not be able to afford now? Or something less than best? Maybe you're chilling and relaxing. Bring as much detail to it. And even more than detail from your mind, I want you to feel it. If you're wearing jeans, I want you to feel the restrictive movement that maybe they have. If you have on a hat, I want you to feel the weight of that hat. Be fully in that moment. Be fully in your future. Allow it to persist. The goal in this visualization meditation is for you to experience and visualize everything that this challenge will bring you. We are 10 years down the line, and most people stop there. But we're going to visualize not only the end result that's way far beyond this challenge, but we're going to visualize the ups and the downs that it's going to require in order for you to get there. So the vision that you see for yourself right now, 10 years down the line, is this a vision that is sought after? Or is this a vision that maybe you're not so happy with? Be aware of the energy that you have around your vision. How do you feel about it as is? Don't stop bringing more details and bringing this whole picture into view. What do you do with your time? What does this 10-year older self do with their time? What do they eat? What are their habits? What are their rituals? Do they go for a run every morning? Do they live in Chicago? Do they drink coffee every morning? Do they go to sleep on time, or do they stay up tirelessly working? Again, the goal right now is to bring your future into your view. 50% of us are visual and can see that vision, but meaning the other half of this room has to bring in a feeling, somebody benefiting from your vision. and really receiving the feeling from how that feels. The feeling of the clothing that you're wearing, the feeling of the air on the beach, if that's where you see yourself. Bring in the feeling of what you can see. It's not enough just to possibly create a grandiose vision. Mind, body, and soul, allow yourself to time travel and be in it. What's your language like? And most importantly, what is that 10-year-old self telling you that you need to do today? What are they sharing with you about right now that needs to happen or maintain in order to get there? Take a moment. Allow that feeling to come in. Allow it to be. And be aware of the energy that you're placing around it. See if you can let the energy go and allow the vision to persist. Taking 2 breaths here, allowing that to come into full view as we slowly but surely move into pillar number 2, self-awareness. In that future self, when it comes to self-awareness, do you give yourself completely away, or do you reserve time for you? How is your openness towards life 10 years down the line? Are you one of those people that don't like anything new? Are you open to what life brings and how it turns? Now I want you to come back to today. We're time traveling back to today. And is that same openness or lack thereof the case today? To get to that future self, what might you have to be open to and do differently? And what does it look like today? Be aware of that. Moving into the purpose and why pillar. We need purpose to create a new standard and stand on it to where it becomes a new normal. What is the purpose of your actions and the places that you find yourself in 10 years from now? What is the purposefulness of that reality? What keeps you going? The places that you go, the people that you have surrounded by you. What is the purposefulness nature of that future self? When it comes to eating right, drinking your water, getting your sleep, does that 10-year from now self, that future self, do those things? And why does he or she continue to do those things? What is the purpose behind it? Looking at it from the future, why is that necessary? And why is that necessary to start today? What's the energy that you have surrounding that knowing about what's necessary to achieve that 10-year from now future self and what you now know is necessary today? What's the energy around that? What are your beliefs? What new standards are dependent on being created now that are necessary for that future self? Just be aware of that. If your future self came to talk to you today to tell you the things that are needed, what needs to change, and be aware of the energy that you have around that knowing. Moving into the relationship pillar. In your time travel, who has come with you into the future? Who has not come with you into the future? Instead of being concerned as to why, I just want you to see and feel around in the future space to know if that person's there or not. That's enough for you to know. It's not important right now why. The truth of the matter is circles change. Some of us have gotten in relationships and find yourself letting certain friends go. Change is the number one impediment to relationships. It's natural. Be aware of who's in that space with you. No judgment. In your home life, how is your home life different 10 years down the line? Are you still having pizza Fridays or treating yourself on the weekend the way that you do now? Potentially. See your family, your partner, getting on this healthy kick with you. Is that possible? Do you see that for your future self? And what is the energy that you have surrounding that vision? Belief, disbelief, fear, cynicism. Allowing the world outside of you, outside of this room to be. Practice being undisturbed in your vision. Have fun thinking and moving about in your future self. And in the vein of taking us through the highs and the lows, as some relationships you might have discovered may change in the future, experience that feeling of loneliness. Experience that feeling of knowing that new friends are on the way, new partners. Again, it's been proven if you visualize the entire totality of the process, you're more likely to get through. Experience those feelings. Experience yourself forgiving those that may have crossed the line in the past. Righting all wrongs as it relates to relationship. Mending those bonds that are necessary to actualize the type of relationships that you want. And be aware of that energy that you've placed around that knowing and that thought, that process. Breathe that in and breathe that out as we move into self-efficacy pillar. Going back to your future self, what does their self-efficacy look like? Their can-do spirit as it relates to fitness, as it relates to career, as it relates to relationships and home life. The belief in their ability to achieve all that is available to them or not. Be aware of that energy. As it relates strictly to fitness, can your future self do box jumps and burpees and kill it in class? Do you lift heavy now? And you see yourself doing fitness obstacle course with the best of them. Running on the lakefront. Feeling strong, feeling fit. How does your future self feel? Be aware of that. Bring as much detail into that. And be aware of the energy that you've placed around that belief or disbelief. What have you conditioned your body to do 10 years from now? What is your vision? And last but not least, as we move into the faith pillar, breathe in and breathe out your can-do spirit in the future and ask yourself, what do you need to do today to get to that point? Ask your future self, what do they believe in that has them knowing that they can stay at that pristine state, if that's your vision? Or ask your future self, if it's not a pristine state, if it's not a pristine vision, what is their belief system? What do they have faith in to let them know that it can't change? What do they believe? What thoughts are on repeat about themselves? And what have they come to share with you? Take about 4 more deep inhales and exhales. Reconnect with your entire body, from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. Reclaim that feeling. See your vision in full color. See as much as you can possibly see. Bring in all those details. Bring in all the feelings surrounding that. And then come on back to today, slowly but surely. Catch up with where you are in your journey and the energy that surrounds this process of losing weight, this process of trying to be better, this process of trying to change your behavior and your thoughts about your potential as soon as the instructor calls certain moves. Maybe you're tired from work, your belief in your can-do spirit. I want you to take your attention all the way to the end of the challenge, till June. You've participated in a number of quick fires. You've teamworked with your team to create an amazing recipe that won the recipe cook-off. You've met lots of people that you've now connected with and is part of your circle. New people that you can introduce to old friends to inspire them to get healthy, to get fit. Your behavior has rubbed off onto your family members, your friends, your kids, your co-workers. You have walked in the reveal show with your swimsuit on in front of your family, other people's family, kids, grandparents. You have gotten the accolades and the shine that just comes with losing weight and feeling good. The glow that comes from the confidence behind knowing that you're in a body that you appreciate and that you've worked hard for. You feel strong. You feel complete. You feel like you have tapped into your can-do spirit to the point where you know what you can take on and what you can't. You've learned how to say no. And the only way that you got to that point is because you practiced the hard thing. You practiced saying no when you didn't want to. You practiced going to bed on time and waking up early even when it was difficult. You practiced allowing yourself to do the thing that was necessary over and over again. You possibly had strife with your teammates to work together. I want you to take this entire process in, ladies and gentlemen. The swim meet, the endless 5 a.m. classes or the late night classes, the making the smoothies, cutting up the salads, forgoing the extra glass of wine, dessert, chips, whatever it might be for you. Take about 5 more deep inhales, exhales, and I want you to envision the entire process, keeping in mind what your 10-year future self shared with you, what's necessary in order to get there. A couple moments of silence.